your Portland Trailblazers. Another game in the books, a different starting lineup, not to take too much credit in that. Don't look into that, Danny. No. Don't look into that. But our takeaways from that game, kind of polar opposite from the first game in the sense that Shaedon was pretty rough in the first half, but kind of, I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know anything about this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he might have got a swift talking to in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, I asked Chauncey about that in the press conference. I was like, hey, did you have a conversation with Shaedon at halftime? Because I'll be honest, I thought Shaedon was god-awful in the first half, and not in the sense of like the box score stuff. He has a legitimate chance to go steal a starting lineup spot, to take it, to snatch it.
Sure.
And he went out there and just walked through it. And I was just like, it pissed me off.
Yeah.
To be honest, it pissed me off because it's not a can a guy do it. He's got the talent, he's got the skill, but instead of going out there, he went out there and Andrew Wiggins this thing. In the sense of like, yeah, you're really good, you're hyper talented, you're dumb athletic. Go get the damn thing and stop walking through it. I don't care if it's preseason. Do you want to start or not, dog?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with Shaedon, and we talked about him last week with the contract rumors and stuff. I love how defined he was in that clip of them asking about it. But I mean, it's the thing. I don't want to say it's the biggest thing that lies on this team this year, but it is a huge factor. Yeah. Look, we kind of know. We know what we're going to get from Kamara. We know what we're going to get from Denny. Do those guys take a step forward? Mm-hmm. That's part of that thought. But a lot of our contingency here in how we feel about this team going forward, and honestly, how a Tom Dundon's going to look at the team going forward is the play of Shaedon Sharpe. Flip that on its head. Jeremy Grant, obviously not great from three, but
I thought Jeremy was really good.
Bringing him off this might be the argument why Jeremy Grant comes off the bench, because it makes him hungry. Can you live in that world? I know you're a Jeremy Grant starting guy.
No, I don't think it was because he came off the bench necessarily. I think because two ended up getting hurt. Mm-hmm. He dinged his knee, and it sounds like he's going to go tonight, but that just kind of threw everything out because two only ended up playing, was it 14 minutes? Yeah, 14 minutes on the dot. So, but I thought Jeremy was good, other than the missed threes. And I here's the thing, which as it pertains to Shaedon too. I don't care about makes and misses in the sense of it's how are you attacking the game?
What do the looks look like?
Yeah, like what are you like? There was one play from Shaedon because everybody's like thinks I hate Shaedon. I don't. I just have high expectations for him because he is that talented. He got a switch on Sabonis, and in the past he's gotten that switch, dribbled it back out, looked at it, and given the ball up. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Cook him, fry him, bake him, fricassee him, go at him. And this time, he pulled it back out, went back at him. He kind of lost the handle a little bit, but instead of giving it up, he's like, I got this. And he just pulls up to an 18-footer and just buries it. And I was like, I don't care about the analytics of that. That's the mentality I want you to have. Mm-hmm. Good, awesome. And then the rest of the half, there was nothing out of him with any kind of aggression. I was like, meanwhile, Jeremy, he only got into the night with 4 rebounds, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 3 of them were offensive, and all 3 led to him. 2 of them were putbacks, and one of them led to another shot from him.
I know, and it's tough for me. Like this is where I need to evolve in modern day NBA. I had this problem honestly with LaMarcus his entire career in Portland. When you play the 4, I want more numbers. I want more rebound numbers.
Well, LaMarcus was a good rebounder.
I wanted him to average over 10, though.
Yeah, because he was right
That's
at that
what
number.
It was. And it was like always like I felt if you could give me 1 more board a game, 2 more boards a game, that would really get your size, your athleticism. And so even though, LaMarcus and Jeremy are different players and different size, that 4 position, and maybe it's just I grew up watching too much Tim Duncan. I don't know what it is.
It's the Karl Malone of it all, the Dennis Rodman. Like
I just want you there crashing at all times. But to your point, those rebounds were crucial, and that is the biggest point of rebounds.
I mean, he did have 2 seasons where he averaged 23 and 10. LaMarcus.
Yeah.
Like, capable of doing it, certainly. But I get what you're saying. Jeremy's never really been a great rebounder. Coming out of college, that just wasn't... He also wasn't a three-point shooter. He was a 3-and-D guy. And despite him missing threes, like I don't worry about him shooting the 3 ball. He's going to be fine. Over the last 5 years, he's been totally fine from 3.
It's that veteran conversation of guys are getting used to it. We're not too worried about it.
Yeah. And for him, though, the thing that I like to see is where he struggled last year was from 2. He shot 37% from 2 last year. It was a train wreck. He was finishing everything around the rim. It was like, oh, okay. Like there we go, JG. That like if you're going to have that space to operate and you're going to finish through contact again and find a way to be productive in and around the rim and in the paint, that's what you need to do.
I'm going to ask you a quick question here because we got a lot to get to. I don't want to spend too much time on Blazers. We'll get to more once the season starts.
Well, we have to get to the one major storyline out of this.
I was going to ask you about the Yongbong. Is that it?
Yes.
Is the Yongbong like Nurk Fever style?
Yes.
Or is the Yongbong like Cooper Flag syndrome?
No, because
when we talk NBA, like nothing gets me going right now more than Cooper Flag.
I mean, Flag's a different demon. I've been riding that dragon for 2.5 years. I've never been more sure of a prospect in my life outside of Wemby. But Young, he was a little slow to start the first half, but then he found his rhythm, and Denny grabs and goes right hand behind the back twice in the open court. I was like, okay, Denny. And then he just shovels it over to Young in the corner. So for spacing purposes, it's going to get a little weird here. You typically don't see bigs in the corner. If they're going to shoot threes, they're usually above the break. Why? Because they got to track back 90+ feet to get back to the rim. And Young is not a guy who's real fleet of foot.
Those few steps save you a lot.
They do. That's why you typically see bigs take above the break threes, because that pick and pop action, and defensively they have to cover 30 less feet. But he hits this corner three, and he said after the game, my hand was shaking. Like he was like, he comes down the next possession, bang, another three. Place goes nuts. I mean, bonkers. I think it was 2 possessions later, secondary transition, catches it, hits the little Euro shuffle, bodies up, should have got an and one, finishes through contact. I was like, damn. 2 plays later, gets it on the post, just hits the behind the back, spin, step through, up and under finish, and the place erupts. He has 12 points in the third quarter, and you're just like, and then a little bit later in the quarter, he's on the deep right block, and Shaedon back cuts, and I go, there it is. As it's happening, I can see it coming. Throws the like little drop pass behind the back, bounce pass to Shaedon for the dunk, and I was like, that's it. And they found a way to unlock him. He's gonna that is what you're gonna see this season. Not 12 points in a quarter, but you're gonna see these little flashes where you're just like, oh, there it is.
That's why I'm hoping Young has enough in these last preseason games. There's one tonight, and then when's the other one? Friday? I had the schedule up. I'm an idiot right now.
Thursday. No, it's Thursday. They play at Utah on Thursday.
Couple games left in preseason. I want to see Young show enough to make the team.
I mean, he is,
and not be.
No, he's the backup big when Rob's not healthy.
Great.
That's what's going to happen.
Great. I don't want to send him, to the G League.
Now,
whatever we call it these days.
Yeah, the remix. And here's the thing: if Rob comes back and is totally healthy, which I mean,
who knows? Let's hope. Great player if he is.
God, I love him so much.
Great player if he is.
But if that happens, and let's say WAP just like becomes incredibly valuable, and Young can't find minutes, then they'll send him down to the remix just to give him minutes because that's what he needs. But as it stands right now, he's going to get probably 16 to 18 minutes a night. Like that's where he's at. So, and there's going to be nights where things don't go well for him. Like big man is the hardest position in the NBA to learn. You just have so many responsibilities, and the change from college or international to come to the NBA is just so different. I will say this though, man, his press conferences are so much fun because he is so brutally honest.
That's great.
He had I'm summarizing here. It's like he felt like he let his teammates down in his first game. And he just wanted to get out there and let them know that they didn't have to worry about that. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
And the last thing I'll say about that, too, on a team, for some of us casuals out here that, we're aware of what this team is expected to do this year, and there's not a lot of – we're looking at growth that might not translate to wins. Mm-hmm. So give me a reason to get into the arena and watch on TV.
Oh, they're going to be exciting.
So, I mean, Young adds that.
Yeah, and I will say they had 31 total free throws in the first quarter between both teams. It was brutal. It was almost a 40-minute long, like, actual time first quarter.
Dude, we should have a conversation about which refs drive you more crazy, basketball or baseball.
Basketball. It's not close.
It's all over the place.
Not close. And the thing was, it was a veteran crew.
Yeah.
It was Cortland and Billy Kennedy, and they were just blowing the whistle left, right, and center. It was disgusting.
Right. Well, you got Blazers tonight. Blazers playing the Warriors at 7. Danny will be there.
I will
be there in the house.
And you guys can watch the game on TV tonight. It wasn't on TV because they were doing the rehearsal thing for all of the stuff. So.
Well, I broke down, and I have Blazers edge.
Blazer Vision.
Blazer Vision.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Blazer's Edge is where I started.
Oh, that's right.
There you
That's
go.
where you used to be.
Mhm.
One of these days I'll
There you
get it
go.
right, buddy.
You'll get there.